Welcome to Touch Gloves Boxing. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre. Remember to like, share, and subscribe when you're ready, Tre.
Loving that. Come on.
Oh, yes.
What you
It's a
saying,
madness.
cuz?
It's a madness. There's a heavyweight madness as usual. It's a madness.
It is
Where do we
definitely a
start?
madness. Cuz, you know what?
Mm.
Before obviously we get into it, how you been? How's your weekend been? Obviously we've got some sun and it's always nice to get that energy, do you know what I mean? But how you been though, man?
All good. All good. How you been?
I've been blessed, man. I've been blessed, man. Obviously, big up our viewers as well as normal. Obviously, big up our main man right here. Our boxing hub is always involved, always in. We love that energy as always, man. So big up, big up, big up. Um, yeah, cuz man, you know what? You know how we do it. Let's just
Yep.
get straight down to business. I want to go
Mm.
down to the main fight and Joyce, man, the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut crushes Christian Hammer inside 4 rounds at the Wembley Arena. Cuz, what are you saying about the Juggernaut? That he's bringing that
Yeah.
energy.
Right. The Juggernaut. Okay. Let's all be real. In fairness, everybody knew he was going to win the fight anyway. Yes, I understand, it's ring rust. He's been out of the ring for a year. But I believe he's ready for a title shot now. I believe I definitely think he's ready for a title shot. But here's this. Is he going to get a title shot next? My reasons why I say this, right? The winner of AJ and Usyk, right? They want to potentially fight for the WBC, right?
Yeah, of
Either it
course.
being a Fury or if Fury vacates it.
Yeah.
Now, when they fight for the WBC belt, there's going to be a rematch clause. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like, Joyce will probably have to wait, I don't know, another year or two. I don't know. But
Mm.
for me, it makes sense. All right, stay busy. He is busy. If anything, fight Daniel Dubois. He's got the regular title. Or I could
True.
be wrong. Don't get me wrong. When the unification fight happens, they could all vacate the belts. I don't know. But the thing is, right, he's ready. But is he willing to take a step aside fee?
Money talks. It all depends
It,
on what.
it does talk, yeah, but look, time is ticking. He ain't getting any younger. Not to say he's an old man, but no, but what I'm saying
Yeah,
is just like, do you know what I mean? Like, right now, I would probably say Joe Joyce is in his prime.
definitely,
You
definitely
know,
agree with you.
would he really
I
want to? You know
agree.
what I'm saying? Even if they said, oh, look, we're going to pay you a quick two million, just relax. I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself, right, stay active, stay busy. If anything, Frank even said, Joe Joyce fighting Daniel Dubois will be a stadium fight. It could do numbers. So potentially he could go down that route if he wanted to,
Mm.
or he could, challenge for the world title, or take a step aside for you and fight. I don't know, somebody else. Maybe fight Parker down the line, or even
Def-
Dillian White,
definitely,
or even
definitely.
Fury. He says he wants to fight Fury, but
It's all down to the politics, man. They obviously share the same stable in the sense of the promotional side. So, you know what? It's a tough one, man. And you obviously raised a good point in terms of does he take the step aside fee or does he, keep himself active and try push for that fight? I do agree with you because George Joyce is definitely in his prime right now. And look, I have to even put up this comment. Obviously, big up iBoxing Hub always for getting involved in the discussions. He's obviously saying that Joe Joyce's punch resistance is something else. It just goes back to what you're saying, cuz about during the fight, he was getting too much blows, man. But
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, what I liked about what he said, and he was very honest about his performance, man. He said, look, he gave the whole analogy of, you stepping outside, it's raining, and he's just sort of trying to figure out how to get the umbrella set up, and he finally got the umbrella set up, and he was he obviously got wet, but eventually, done the job to finish Hammer, and not think about the heavyweights that fought Hammer as well. They haven't finished him in that manner as well. So we also have to consider what he's done to Hammer and the performance, the punch resistance as well. I definitely think that, like you said, cuz he's ready for that big fight, man. He's ready. He's at his prime right now, and I hope he actually gets that title shot because I like his character, I like his persona, the juggernaut, that energy. Cuz I think he's ready to fight the best right now, man. But in terms of next fight,
Yeah,
if you were his management right now and
yeah.
you was sort of weighing out the AJ Usyk fight, are
Mm.
you forcing for George Joyce to have a title shot because he's mandatory? He's mandatory for the
Most
title.
definitely, most definitely. Most like you said, it comes down to money. Is he willing to? Because the thing is, if he takes a step aside fee, is he gonna fight another opponent, or is he just gonna stay and wait for the winner? Because
Mm.
this is how I see it, right? It will be interesting to see Joe Joyce fight Usyk because Usyk beat him back in the days. This was
Yeah, they
when
got
I'm
history.
not too sure. This was a few years ago. Usyk beat on points, of course. It'll
Mm.
be interesting just to see. Like, just imagine if Joe Joyce does the job and beats Usyk, you know,
Yes, that'll be
and becomes a
massive.
unified mate. Listen. I've said this time and time. Yeah, the heavyweight is so unpredictable because you just don't know. The problem with the heavyweight is that there's too many challenges, which is good, but
Mm.
it comes down to politics again.
Mm.
I personally think he's ready. I mean, look, I would like to see Joe Joyce and AJ. That would be a good fight because
Ooh.
a lot of people say Joe Joyce, AJ's got a weak chin, but has he though? Really? I mean, I don't know. Has he? He's only been
Who?
dropped. Like, what, how many times has he been dropped? He's been dropped by what's his name,
Ruiz.
Klitschko and Andy Ruiz.
Yeah.
That's the time, in his professional fight. So I don't know. I mean, a lot of people say he's got a weak chin, but come on, realistically,
It's
I don't know. I don't
heavyweight.
know.
It's heavyweight boxing at the end of the day, man. I think once you get once you get one of those big
Mm,
shots, it's the heavyweight division. You're going down, man. Especially if it connects flush either in the chin, temple, or wherever, man. I think
mm.
it's gonna be crazy.
I think because Joe Joyce, he's fighting again, I believe, in September, right?
Yeah.
So this is what I think he should do. Um, the unification fight is taking place in August, right?
Yeah.
Now, Joe Joyce could either take a step aside fee
Mm,
and challenge the likes of Derek Chisora and
mm,
wait until the undisputed fight happens. Because at the end of the day, you've got Joe Joyce and you've got Daniel Dubois, and
mm.
I mean, it will be silly if the champion used to got AJ if they vacate the belt. It would just be dumb. It's like, what's the point of all of this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Cause I 100% agree with you. And obviously, it goes to what you're saying matches what obviously some of the comments that we've got here. Obviously, big up once again. iBoxing Hub is definitely just getting involved in discussions. Of course, he's saying exactly what you're saying. Fight the winner out Chisora Pulev. I think that would be
Mm,
perfect for him.
mm, mm.
He obviously says that Joe Joyce has a granite chin, but far too slow to compete at world level. Cause do you
I
think
think,
he's
honestly speaking, yeah, me personally, I think he's ready. I think he's ready, but because he's been out for a year, right? I think he needs at least two more
mm,
fights, and then go for it. Do you know what I mean? Two more
mm,
fights because yesterday it was like a warm up fight,
yeah,
and
of
then
course.
next fight, whoever the opponent will be, and then he can challenge again the winner of Pulev and Derek Shaw. After that, then mate, he's ready. Hopefully we should we should hopefully have an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and belts could potentially be vacated left, right, center. So that's the approach. If I was his coach, manager, or advisor, that's the approach
No,
I'll take. Because at the end of
no,
the day,
that
I'm
makes
trying to
sense.
protect, my client.
Yeah, no, definitely. You're 100% right, man. And I'm gonna throw this question out to you as well. Obviously, it's obviously coming from iBoxing Hub. He's obviously saying Joe Joyce wouldn't last 3 rounds against Usyk, Fury, Wilder, or AJ. Cause
do,
do
do,
you?
do you know what? I honestly, look,
But
everyone's
then he
entitled to their
thinks,
opinion. Yeah, everyone's entitled to
yeah,
their opinion.
mm,
Wilder, yeah, I think Wilder he's a freak of nature because Fury said it time and time. Yeah, he understands why people avoid Wilder because he's bangs. It's just ridiculous. And
yeah,
the problem is with the heavyweights, majority of these heavyweights, they get hit too much. And
mm,
Wilder's made it. He said it so many times. He said, "Look, you can be perfect for the whole 12 round. All I need is a second, and it's bang bang."
bang bang.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Yep,
You know. So Wilder, okay, let's Wilder there. Forget Wilder, forget Wilder. But in terms of like the likes of Fury, Usyk, AJ, why not? Because Frank Warren said, Fury said, Joe Joyce, gave him problems in sparring because he's just a strong
yep,
dude. You
yep.
know,
He is.
he doesn't
He
fight
is.
on the back foot. He's always coming forward. He's always coming forward.
Granite
So
chin,
yeah, yeah.
Juggernaut. Whenever I think of Joe Joyce and sort of the X-Man character, Juggernaut, it's the synergy, cause like he's able to withstand so much. So that's why I feel that you know what, in boxing they say obviously you can't really get hit. It's about not getting hit and being
Mm,
able to evade punches and box. But at the end of the day, heavyweight division, you're gonna get these blows. So the
mm,
fact that he's sort of, you could say he's got the capabilities of being able to withstand some big blows. So if that was to happen during these fights against one of these guys, he'll be able to ride the storm and hopefully become champion, which I definitely think it can happen once the heavyweights have sorted out their issues with the belts, etc. Once we get that one undisputed champion and the belt start obviously gets vacated, Joe Joyce he has to have that title shot, man, because obviously he's mandatory for the WBO, I believe, and also
mm,
he's ranked number two in the WBC as well, man.
mm.
So for both the Usyk AJ route and the Fury route, he's he, he's in a good position. So, like you said, I think Joe Joyce just needs to keep fighting, keep active. This fight could obviously drag on until possibly the following year because of the rematch clauses, etc. So,
Mm.
look, I hope truly that he gets to fight one of these champions in his prime, like you said, because he's ready. I think he's strong. They call him the Juggernaut for the reason, and we've seen what he can do, and hopefully he can, finally get his shot because he's waited patiently. He has.
Yeah, yes,
He's
yes.
obviously beaten Daniel Dubois as well in that
Mm.
fight as well. Daniel Dubois is the regular champion. If he wanted to, sort of collect belts and, you know, create something in England, maybe they can do a Daniel Dubois versus George too. That would be pretty interesting, maybe to see how Daniel Dubois sort of improved. But would that fight happen though in the future? Cause like not in the future, as in
I
yeah,
how
would
I
that
see
fight
it,
happen?
I can't. I could be wrong, but I can't see it happening anytime soon. Maybe in the next 2 years, because like, look, Daniel, he's the WBA regular heavyweight champion, right? And he's only 24. And
Mm,
I know Frank doesn't want to rush him. I think they probably rushed him when he fought the likes of Joe Joyce because they thought he was going to knock out Joe Joyce. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Be next in line for WBO or IBO, whatever it is. And from that, I think they want to slow him down. So I think Daniel Dubois, he's going to be fighting. Oh, I don't like to say easy opponents, but opponents. Do you know what I mean?
Well, cabbies.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
joking, man. I'm
Top
joking.
15 or top 10, I don't know. But
Yeah,
Joe
defo,
Joyce,
defo.
like, he's hey, there's something about it, man. There's something about it. I mean, like,
I
I
like
even
him. I like
somebody
him.
said him, why not Joe Joyce fight Dylan? I I can't see that happening. Do you know why I can't see that happening?
Why?
Because he's what WBO number one, right?
Yeah,
I don't think these boxers want to risk losing that spot. You know,
yeah, it's true.
because like, look, heavyweight boxing, yeah, these lot they get hit a lot,
Yeah.
and Dylan's got a left hook, and if
Oh,
that lands, boy, we all know he can rock
you,
him. So I'm
you know
saying it can
what?
go
If that
either way, but
land,
it is, yeah,
the
it's
thing
like,
is,
does
he
you
could
really want to risk
withstand it.
it? Eh?
He can withstand it. Who knows? He
No,
could
no, no,
probably
he could,
withstand it.
he could. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, he could, but it's just, I don't know. I mean, look, I know everyone's in the fight game, and everybody wants to fight the best. Well, So they say.
So they
But
say, yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, end of the day, like, look, because you're literally you're close. You're one step away from a world title. So just be smart. That's my advice. Just be smart. You know,
Mm.
just be smart. But then here's a question, right? Whoever becomes the undisputed heavyweight champion, what belts will they be vacating?
Ooh. Oh, that's a very good question. It it's a tough one, yeah, because when you think about boxing and you think about the different organizations that's involved, each organization obviously has their sort of mandatory dates, and if you don't meet certain requirements, then certain things don't happen. I do believe that the IBF are pretty strict in terms of how they move. So the IBF title could possibly be up for grabs. The WBC is obviously Fury's belt. It's completely up to him what happens as well, because I think, like you said, he holds the keys to that undisputed. You can't be undisputed unless you go through Fury, or if Fury. That's why we got to know from the Gypsy King himself if he's gonna. But I think he's just waiting for the fight, man.
Well,
He's waiting
right,
for the
okay.
Usyk AJ fight.
So, all right. Winner of Usyk and AJ.
Yeah,
Fury's saying he's retired, right? So technically, if he's retired, they should, well, not strip him, but he should vacate the belt, right?
that's the thing. That's why you
Because
got to say
it will
retired,
make
because
it would be silly for that fight not to happen, or for nobody to fight for the WBC belt. Do you know what I mean?
mm,
Because I don't. It'll just it'll be a madness. What's the point? It's like we had a unified champion, and then now all the belts are gone scattered. It doesn't make any
it's a bit
sense.
crazy. But cause I've actually interesting question here, and look, obviously, big up iBoxing Hub for just getting involved in discussions. This is very interesting. In fact, I can't lie. Joyce or Dubois, who has had the better career? Obviously, iBoxing Hub saying Dubois. What are you saying, cuz
Um,
so far?
do you know what? I'll probably say Dubois because he's been guided. You know, he's been looked after. Don't get me wrong, so has Joe Joyce, but he's been like first with David Hay. He was fighting was it Channel 5? No,
Yeah,
on Dave. Then he had a couple of fights on Matchroom. Then he had a couple of fights on Showtime. So he's just been scattered around, but you got to rate him. He's a warrior,
he beat Dubois with a
mate.
jab.
Yeah. So I honestly think, right, we not me and you per se, but I think the fans are overlooking Joe Joyce.
Definitely, I think that's
I think when he has his title shot, we're gonna see a different Juggernaut.
yeah. He's.
He's gonna be
I
on
reckon he'll
100.
come out in the helmet.
He,
Yeah, he'll come out in that helmet.
he's gonna be on 100.
He's gonna be
100.
on smoke. He's gonna be on absolute smoke, man. And obviously these are some good points from iBoxing Hub. So obviously Joyce is 36, hasn't fought anyone of note. So they say. So how long
Whoa,
until
that's what
he
I'm trying to
actually
say.
gets his
This
big fight?
this is what I'm saying. Like, let's just rewind back. Remember, Joe Joyce was supposed to fight. Well, not supposed to, but they were trying to make Joe Joyce fight Derek Chisora.
Yeah.
Remember, when
Ooh.
Derek Chisora said to David Hayes, he said like, all right, if you believe that your guy can beat me, yeah. No, what? No, it was a bet. It was something about his TV rights.
His
He said,
purse.
okay. He said that's it. He said, I'll bet you. Okay, if your guy beats me, I'll give you £1. If I beat your guy, I want your TV rights.
Chisora.
And that fight never happened.
It never materialized, didn't it,
What
man?
was it, 2017, 18?
Yeah, man.
So
It never materialized, man. And
yeah. Well,
obviously
I've got a
his
feeling.
age.
I've got a feeling I can see it happening. If Del Boy does the business, yeah,
Mm.
I can see Eddie making that fight next because Del Boy he loves the bars. He loves it, and it will sell out O2 Arena. You know.
Definitely, definitely. And look, obviously, these are just some points that iBoxing Hubs is obviously making. BT talking about Joyce as the next generational. He's 3 to 4 years older than Joshua Fury. You say, yeah, no, fair dues. He was obviously meant to fight Parker too. Yep, we obviously agree. And Joe Joyce is 12 years older than them. Why? Yeah, that's probably why the experience came into play in the fight when they fought each other, man. You know,
Hmm.
he didn't need to do too much. It's like when you're playing your little brother at FIFA or Fight Night or something in the situation, and you're just playing, not playing around, but you're just
Yeah.
taking it easy, and you know what to do. You're experienced. You've been there before. So look, it's gonna be crazy. Regardless, we've obviously called the heavyweight division heavyweight madness for a reason. There's lots of twists and turns, but cuz man, obviously we like to obviously round up as much news as possible, cuz it's the
Yes.
last bit of
Yes.
the pod, of course, man. But cuz
Yes.
from I like to ask this question to you anyway. From like social media, from what you've seen online, so Twitter, Insta, everything.
Mm.
Like, what's the news that comes out that you think like, raw? We need to
Um.
talk about this in this pod.
Um. Logan Paul's been signed to WWE.
Who?
Logan Paul.
Oh, you're joking me, man.
Ah,
Say
nah, I'm being
that.
serious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But nah, I can see him doing well in wrestling, man. Hey, he's an actor.
Yeah, he is.
Right.
He is. To be fair, he is. He is. He
So
is.
this week so far, I'm confused. I don't know if Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, if it's happening.
Oh yeah, because of the whole he can't go into the country sort of thing, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, Jake said, okay, he'll fight you. He'll come here and fight in the UK,
Oh,
but Tommy
okay.
has to pay him 15 million.
Oh man, damn man. What's the
Um,
hold up? What's the hold up, man? What's the hold
you know,
up?
I can't remember. It's just gone through my mind. It's irrelevant. But
Mm.
right. Well, everyone's talking about this the press conference with AJ and Usyk
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
took place.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
Do you know what? Because I think both man's ready. I think they're both going to go to war. I just think because a lot of people again they're too fast to say this and that, but I think because what AJ said, he made a statement that everyone talking about, saying like, is he deluded or has he gone mad?
Mm.
But he said he thought he was winning the fight. And to be fair, like everyone watching this year, if you watch the fight after the 12th round, when the ref, not the ref, when they announced and the new, look at AJ's face, he was like, what? He was baffled. So he genuinely thought like he was winning, he thought he was cruising because his corner didn't tell him like, yo, bruv, you're losing, like, pick up the pace. They were just telling him like, yeah, stay behind the jabs, yeah, you're doing well, move around, da, da, da. And that's what he was doing.
You know
But
what?
I
AJ
think
needed.
I think because he's the challenger now, I think now he's hungry because okay, he got beaten by the better man, yeah, but it's how he got beat. Do you know what I mean? I think we're gonna see a throwback AJ slash Maradona.
Mhm.
Because you've got Robert Garcia, and I don't think AJ is gonna be fighting on the back foot on this fight. I think he's gonna just from the get go, obviously be smart, but yeah. Whereas Usyk, I think Usyk's ready for everything. He's ready for everything.
Okay,
So,
okay. No, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely gonna be a crazy one. That fight. The press conference was obviously good, very confrontational between both men, of course. AJ definitely. You know what? I was just thinking about this whilst you were speaking. You know about the last fight. I was thinking that AJ needed like a Teddy Atlas or a Sugar Hill in his corner. Like, yo, like wake up, man! You're losing the fight. Do you know what I mean? He needed someone like that to just get him up because I would say from after I don't know round nine maybe that he should have they should have been calling for him to try and get the knockout, try be more aggressive, like get inside. But they were giving him the wrong advice, and ultimately it ended up being the wrong tactics, man. So let's see. AJ
Oh,
does have the capability to obviously knock out Usyk, the smaller man, but the question is, can he catch him? For me, Usyk is an extremely gifted athlete. He's undisputed cruiserweight champion former for a reason. He's obviously come up to heavyweight and he's making history. He's not only fighting for himself, but he's fighting for his country as well, and that for me makes him a very difficult opponent. So it just
yeah, of
makes it a
course.
great fight for the purists that's watching, man. But Cosman, what was you just about to say now?
So I heard. I don't know how true this is. Richard Riapple. I think they're trying to get him a title shot, a WBC title shot with what's his name, Makabu. That'd
Ooh,
be interesting. Not
a
not
Congo
even
man.
that. Yesterday, I've forgotten his name now. He lost.
Who?
He lost his title, cruiserweight champion. Well, former cruiserweight champion. Is it Satin Bradus?
Okay, what you lost?
Yeah, he lost. He lost.
Wow,
So I think
Coley's got a good
Coley
chance, man.
he wants to clean up the division.
Yep,
So it will be interesting to see Coley and Riap will fight each other.
definitely.
Um, Also, I don't know how true this is, but I heard Floyd and Conor McGregor might do it again for
Nice
one
one,
billion
nice
again.
one, nice one, nice one. And obviously, cause
Yeah.
iBoxing Hubs is bringing us some news as well. Shields Marshall should be announced on Tuesday, hopefully. So we're gonna
Yes.
finally see this massive, massive, massive fight in women's boxing. We obviously had Serrano Taylor. We had that tremendous fight at Madison Square Garden. Now
Mhm.
I'm looking to see where this fight's gonna be. Is it gonna be in Wembley? Is it gonna be in Wembley?
Um, I think Wembley or Torino.
O2 Arena, Wembley, like just I just can't wait to just see the quote in the UK. I like the energy, I like the vibe, so it should be good. Cause just a quick question actually. Tommy Fury's obviously training with McGuinn. So
Really?
what's your? Yep, that's the news. That's the rumor. What do you think, man?
Wow. Um, I mean, yeah, Shane McGuigan is all right. Do you know what I mean? Wow. That surprised me.
Yeah, man, it shocked me as
Honestly,
well just seeing this. Yeah,
that surprised me. I thought he'd
yeah,
be training with his dad or what's his name? Ben Davis.
yeah, yeah.
Look, end of the day, like, look, obviously, Tommy, he's got, is he 6-0 or is he 5-0?
I believe it's one of the two. I need to sort of double check, but it's definitely under 7 wins for sure, man. If I'm
And he's what,
being,
light heavyweight, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You could call him light heavyweight. Yeah, you can.
It'll be interesting just to
It
see
will.
down the
It
line,
would be.
see him in the mix, with the big boys and that.
Okay, it's because obviously his dad and Ben can't enter America, isn't it? That's why.
Oh, right, okay. So
Yeah,
am I right in saying, well, fingers crossed that this fight will definitely be taking place because the venue's been booked for the 6th of August.
I'm guessing so, man. And that's
I
why
hope so, man. I hope
I
so.
hope so as well, man. I
May the
hope
best
so as
man win.
well.
May the best man win.
And yeah, man, definitely look, this the news
That's
right
it.
here.
Yes.
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 Big up
Yes.
iBoxing Hub just bringing
Bro.
in the news always.
Yes.
Broke
Yeah,
faking
yeah.
his jaw in the second round. Big up, big up, big up iBoxing Hub. I absolutely love the news that you're following in there. Yeah, it was massive. That's massive for the division as well. Obviously, Coley wants to clear out the division, so
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
I think Cody's got one more fight under Matchroom, and then, well, I think he's leaving.
Ooh. Oof.
But the question is, where would he go?
Mm.
Could be boxer. I don't know.
Could be boxer. Could be
Mm,
maybe Al Heyman might give him a call. Who knows? Man might want some of the
mm,
sauce in
mm.
America. Doing some videos with like Chris Brown and the man. Who knows, man? Or Drake. Nah, I'm joking, man. I'm joking, man. But look, man, look, he's up for grabs if that's the case. I'm sure wherever he does choose, it's obviously going to be great for his career, and I definitely see a good
Cuz,
future in him. Yeah,
just a quick one. Pulev and Derek. It's happening next week, right?
yeah.
How do you see this one going?
Pulev and Derek. Ooh, Derek actually lost to Pulev, innit, the first time. So yeah, he has to come all guns blazing for this fight, man. I think for this fight is whoever's more conditioned, well conditioned more. wins this fight, man, because they're both coming up to sort of their latter stages of their career. Um, I don't see it being a 12 rounder, if I'm honest with you. Someone's definitely going to get knocked out. And you know what? If Chisora plays his cards right, and I'm sure he's going to be hungry for it, he looks focused based on like how he's been training, like based on what I've seen on social media, the posts, etc. I think he's ready, and I think he could, get his revenge, and set up a fight with Joe Joyce, man. I think that could be massive. Or if it's not him and Joe Joyce, then let Parker fight Joe Joyce, man. We need to see that. We need
Mhm.
to see that. That's what Joe Joyce wants. If he doesn't get a title shot, just give him Parker, man. Give him Parker.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look, most of the 258 management team are going with Sky. So
Um,
yeah, yeah, it's going to be really interesting, in fact, as well, man. Obviously, Leon Smith obviously makes his move
yes.
to
Yes.
Sky
Yes.
and
Yes.
Boxer too. So these
Ooh,
are some big
ooh.
moves, man. These are some
Sorry.
big
Sorry.
moves.
I completely forgot. Liam Smith and Chris Eubank Jr.
Yes, they're cool. He's calling
That
for Eubank
that could
Jr.
potentially happen. That could
Ooh,
potentially
ooh,
happen. But
ooh, ooh.
I'm just, Is Chris Frank still with what's his name? Roy Jones. Is Roy Jones still training him?
100%. Yeah, them two are still alive, man.
Because I'm just baffled. Why hasn't he had a title shot?
That's the thing. Is you know what? It's because of what's going on with this Golovkin Canelo fight, man. He obviously wanted to fight Triple G, but Triple G obviously has gone up to 168. We don't know if he's obviously not vacated the titles yet.
Yeah,
So we what about the
but
other belts?
he can challenge. Like, look, you've got the likes of Charlo.
Yes. Well, you talk about oh, Charlo.
But
I'm not gonna lie. Future boxing, future boxing. Charlo, he's the calm twin, remember as well, and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
he's the most dangerous, I reckon, man. I'm not gonna lie, man, because
yeah.
remember, I've watched quite a lot of his let's say documentaries or build-ups, and he always sort of felt like he's the number two twin.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
got that hunger to try and be the best. He's been calling for the Canelos, he's been calling for the Triple Gs for the longest, but they
Mm.
don't want to get in a ring with him. So if Eubank is truly on it, Charlo's there, man. Charlo's there. What's going on with Andrade's belt? He obviously vacated it. What's happening there? Who's fighting for that belt? We need to find out,
No,
man. But we've got a lot of topics to run through and talk about, man. But obviously, we're coming up to the time, and obviously, just wanted to big up every single person who's viewed into the show, who follows us on the socials as well. We're obviously going to do our best to entertain, do our best to give you honest views from fans that just love the sport. We love the sport. We watch the sport. Obviously, see my cousin on the socials. He trains like a boxer, so his mind's like a boxer as well, man. So this is the sort of energy that we bring to the podcast. So I obviously do appreciate everyone that's tuned in and left the views and comments. Obviously, big up iBoxing Hub. Absolutely love you, man, for the way you've been engaged in these pods from the past recent weeks. But cuz man, obviously we're coming up to the end. How are you gonna end this podcast right now, man?
well, tune in next week. Big fight, Chisora and Pulev, 2. And just have a blessed week. And we're here every Sundays at 7:30. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. It's very, very important to like, share, and subscribe. I'm on the socials, Instagram, Biyenge, and obviously my cousin Trey. And just have a good one. And we shall see you next week. Take
Yes,
care.
obviously big up, take care.